Today I got up around 9:30 in the morning after roughly staying up until 3 in the morning. Here's where I am currently on my current styrofoam drawing. I worked on it both in the hours before Dad and I's trip to BTB's, aka Bathtub Billy's, and then to a Wegmans shopping trip, and in the hours since. I worked on the underwear during the hours since our excursion, and before the excursion I worked on this and this primarily. This is the water with the magnesium in it. And this Earl Grey black tea is one of the things Dad and I got from Wegmans. We got a cardboard box case of them, as well as getting a 6-pack of the Wegmans brand kombucha. I believe I specifically picked out the mango turmeric flavor. We ended up getting these just tea beverages because Wegmans didn't have their zero vitamin water in stock. Dad also got a gallon of distilled water, which is for things like the magnesium water. I ended up feeling more energy near the end of walking in with Dad into Wegmans. I had felt a little tired at the start of the Wegmans trip. I believe this is grilled Peruvian chicken from what I recall. It's another one of the things we bought at Wegmans today. At around 5 p.m. Around 3:30 p.m. Dad and I went to Bathtub Billy's in order to, because Dad had a coupon for roughly $30 for a large pizza with at least one free topping and an order of chicken wings. I ended up having 6 of the chicken wings. We shared 2 containers of dipping sauce because I wanted ranch while Dad wanted blue cheese. Hence, we got 2 dipping containers at no extra charge, I assume. I didn't pay much attention to the receipt for the bill for our meal at lunch at BTB's. I got 2 drinks. The first was a ginger beer called, I believe, if I recall correctly, the Winter Blues Mule. And then the second was a blue beverage. I'm not sure if I was ever necessarily told the name of it. I recall Dad got 2 beers. Although I'm not entirely sure what brand it was. These are some of the markers I've been using for my current drawing on current styrofoam drawing. I'm using the zone animation and related animations made by the same artist to get inspiration and determine how to design it. The areas with where the line is orange is where the legs will be bare, and where the line is dark blue is where there'll be blue coverings. And it's from the related animations that I got the idea to do underwear that looks like it's been wrapped. Except I particularly chose to do the color blue, since it matches with either her hair or her helmet. Though based off the shape of it, it looks more likely to be hair. But then why would there be these yellow bars? And the shape, in a way, makes me think of a helmet. But then the shape at the top, at the front, makes me think of hair. For the chicken wings, we got them grilled and with the Captain sauce, which, if I recall correctly, was a mix of the buffalo hot sauce and among other things that I don't really recall much at this moment. But what's important to remember is that the Captain sauce was a blend of sauces. I think Dad said something about the chicken wings being kind of small. I believe Dad got penne like this at Wegmans, but for the sauce, we didn't get vodka sauce again. We got a sort of tomato sauce. A tomato sauce with onions and basil in it. I believe it was called either Grandma's or Grandpa's Pomodoro sauce. Something like that, to the best of my recollection. At BTB's, we basically got a large cheese pizza, of which I had roughly half, and the pizza had pepperoni and bacon on it. And I had roughly half of that pizza. For the crust of one of the pieces, I said that it tasted a little burnt, but the pizza was quite enjoyable. Here's where I am on the task sets. I'm almost done with them since the event is nearly over. Here's where I am for the leagues. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get this portrait for my profile, but it's no guarantee at this moment in time. In the Congregate Games sword fight, I didn't start my current disciple until I had gotten back from Wegmans and was having another one of these earlier. As such, I reached a training level of roughly 412 before I promoted the last disciple to the first master slot. For my rival at the school, I ultimately picked Grandmaster Wallace because he's the first knight rival, and his unique mastery skills include Shield Mentor and Vigilance Training, as well as a new hybrid skill of Vigilant form that gives 10 base health and 20 defend for each level, although so far I've only put in a special skill point into Shield Mentor and Vigilance Training, which give extra experience if I'm on the short sword and shield style, and if I win the duel unharmed, respectively. Excuse me, there's also another unique mastery skill called Lead Mentor that gives 50% more experience for every master that has at least 1 point invested into the Mentor mastery skill. I get these special skill points from winning duels or special training with Wallace. The rules is that I can only use the guard stance, so no fighting tactics. I have to deactivate that before sparring with him, and I have to use the sword and shield style only. I've only gotten 2 of those special skill points so far, and I put the first one to Shield Mentor and the second one into Vigilance Training. I currently have no co-founder because hiring a co-founder for a new school requires 50,000 fame minimum, even though the game allows you to build a new school when you have 5,000 fame at least, but I don't think that it makes sense to build another school, thus resetting your master's school building, scrolls, rival stars, rival special training, and jobs until you can, as a result, hire a co-founder. When it comes to my disciples, my current style is to have the heater shield and full plate armor equipped, but also to have the short sword equipped. At least that's what I do after I have gotten at least a familiarity level of 60 on every sword, shield, and armor, because mastering the different sword, shields, and armor gives stat bonuses once you've gotten a general equipment mastery level of at least 60 on the swords in general, the shields in general, and the armor in general. And that's what I like to do. I have the new fighting tactics. I believe I got those within the first hours of today. And first, essentially my stance is always defend by default until the enemy's stamina is either orange or red. Then, I use a different general combat stance depending on the enemy's stance, because there's a sort of rock, paper, scissors thing when it comes to... It's currently 11:06 p.m. Here's where I am currently on the technology tree. Yeah, I'm pretty close to having enough mana to activate this research technology. Between the first and second part, before the ice cream came, I did some work on the styrofoam drawing. My current disciple is currently at level 247. The previous one, now the first master, got to level 370 and gave me 79 mastery skill points and 370 fame when I made that disciple the new first master slot.